Hey TroopClan members, it's me, Monkey Chicken here, and the topic of today's video is a breakdown for the new Havoc trailer for Advanced Warfare. And with that, let's go and begin. Okay, really quickly guys, I would like to go ahead and just say this really quickly for any of you that have not seen one of my breakdowns before. For the most part, I kind of glaze over multiplayer because there's nothing really to break down. It's just like the same line of sights, just different angles. There's nothing really new there that'll shock you. So I just kind of like to talk about and give my opinions really quickly on what I think the map will be like in a small way and what do I think of the dynamic events. So yeah, let's go and start with Urban. Okay guys, so Urban is supposed to be a really good close quarter map. They're saying use your SMGs and shotguns and stuff. I got something to tell you, man. Shotguns are only good at knifing. They don't have much range at all. So unless this is a knife only map, you're not going to use your shotguns. You'll still probably use your assault rifles and SMGs. But yeah, the supposed dynamic thing or interactive thing in this map is that it'll go into lockdown mode and change some of the routes. And, you know, the only thing they really show us is one of the doors closed inside of a building. So that's the only thing I can really imagine that changes. Because since we're able to fly, moving a door or lifting a little gate doesn't really do much. This isn't, you know, Ghost where just lifting some poles will stop us from going somewhere. We just boost out of the way. So, good dynamic event. Okay guys, so the next map is Core, and this is the desert one that I was kind of making a joke about earlier. And they say that this is going to be a 3-lane map with the center being chaotic, and in the picture when they were saying that the center is going to be chaotic, it kind of looked like a dome in a way, and there was like some line of sights in there, so yeah, I don't know why they have to tell us that the center is chaotic, because for the most part, for every map, the center is chaotic, but yay, they told us some stuff that we kind of already knew. The real exciting thing about this map is that the map-based kill streak is these disinfecting drones that when you call in, and for what we see, they spawn in a few of them and they just go around and they bounce people, so it's like the enemy becomes bumper cars, so that's kind of cool. I don't know how OP that'll be. Hopefully they don't have that much health and it doesn't last for too long, because getting a map-based kill streak that's essentially the dogs from like World at War or something is crazy nowadays. So, real thumbs up for this this map-based kill streak. I really like it. Bumper cars and Advanced Warfare, the future. Okay guys, so the second to last map we're going to be talking about is Sideshow, and it is freaking creepy. I thought it was just like a clown on his billboard, but then they start saying, oh no, there's clowns everywhere, and they start doing these pan shots of inside rooms with creepy clowns, just like half inside trunks, so I have a feeling this one's going to be on my nightmares. I don't know why they wanted to go with creepy clowns, but they did. And yeah, they say this one's going to be wide open, and from all the panning shots that they're showing us, it does look like it's going to be pretty crazy. I imagine a lot of people are going to be using snipers and assault rifles, not because that this map is going to be great for snipers, but because you're going to get a bunch of one-hit kills here. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it'll just be a cluster F of everyone getting sniped, because everyone's going to get sniped. That's just the way this map looks like it's going to play. And hopefully, it'll play well. I just picture the Advanced Warfare spawn system just like puts me in the middle of the map. And it's like, what's going on here? And then like everyone's just shooting at me. The creepy clown will be shooting at me too. All of them will be creepy clowns shooting at me. That's going to be my nightmare from now on. Anyways, the dynamic event in this map is that the clown takes off his hat and he protrudes, I think, like 3 bombs. And essentially you're able to pick these things up like the game mode from Uplink. You're just able to pick with the ball, and it just shows this guy throwing it and it blows up and kills someone. So yeah, I hope that only happens once, and I wish it really was only like maybe 2 bombs. Just, I don't know. It kind of sucks when there's a dynamic event where it's if it is just a dynamic event, it's essentially a free kill for whoever picks up that thing, because then you just throw the bomb and it direct impacts. I hope that the range of the throw isn't that good and whatnot, because it looks pretty crazy, because that grenade you're not going to live through. It's a crazy clown inception grenade. You're going to die from it, and then when you die, like, what's his name? The creepy clown? I don't know. He claims your body in the afterlife. So yeah, good job. Nightmares. Okay, guys, so the last map we're going to be talking about is Drift. And, you know, they did a horrible job selling this map. They tell us that, you know, they don't even tell us, like, if it's line of sights or how close quarters it'll be or anything like that. They just basically give us, like, the David Vonderhaar treatment and say, look, there's a spinning carousel in the center. Everyone's going to want to stand on this thing. You guys know from like, what was that stadium, the stage one, whatever that was. He's like, you can rock out on top of this. That's the essential. Who is gonna stand on that carousel if it's in the center of the map? There's no cover there. There's no reason to be there. But they tell us that's where we're gonna be. Beyond the amazing defying physics of the carousel, the dynamic event of this map is apparently there's an avalanche and it covers up one street. So I can only imagine that this is like a 3-lane thing, and then on one of the sides there's a mountain and it covers this thing, and then it just makes it a little bit more crazy or something. But yeah, I wish they actually showed it, because that was the big hook. There's an avalanche! It covers one street, and then it'll fade. Like, oh, thanks! I really want to play this map now. Well, with that, let's talk about zombies. I personally wanted to try this editing way to do this because I've never really found the best way to do breakdowns, and I thought maybe showing in my editing software would be the best way. So I guess let's go in and give this thing a try. So first off, one of the first things that I want to show you for the zombie trailer is, if you notice this little blue light over here to the left, when we kind of keep going, it has this weird kind of transparency issue with the glass here. And it looks like a weapon, so it makes me believe there's weapons on the wall, and later in the trailer you guys will see that I'm probably right. Anyways, let's go and keep on continue. So for the most part, there's nothing really here. Not until we get just, oh, overshot it. And there we go. Right there. If you guys notice, this is a map of the facility right here. I don't know if this is going to be like Nacho Tototen, where it actually shows the entire facility with like the entire, like, you are here and here's the buttons that you need to do. Or if this is just a random map that they wanted to put on the wall. So, yeah, take that for maybe being the facility that we're going to be playing on, or just a random map that they wanted to put on the wall. Anyways, I thought it was kind of worth showing to you guys. Let's go and move on to the next section. Really quickly, I want to say I didn't find, there's many shots of this room, and I never found anything that's truly groundbreaking. The only thing that I could really think of was this actual red thing right here. It looks like it could possibly be the power switch. This room does look kind of funky in a way, and it gets this weird power cord and stuff. I don't know. It could possibly be a power switch, but I can't say for sure. Okay, so here's the next big thing in the entire clip here, is this right here. We get our first time see the HUD, and I guess this is going to be the new way that they display the players. We're going to have our little security pass person that we're playing as, and the rest of the teammates here. I guess this would be the roundup here. This would be round 8. And we can see that we're able to have grenades. There's these symbols on the side here, and here's our gun and our ammo and stuff. And I'll get to these symbols in a little bit, but I mainly want to talk about this right here. If you guys notice the hand right here, it is it's quite interesting. Let's go and pan over a little bit, and if you guys may notice in the background, there's that same symbol. So I'm going to assume that they're perk machines, and yeah, I would guess it would be somewhere around the same price, maybe $2,000, $2,500. And the only reason why I say that might be the price is because our guy here only has 30 points to his name, where his buddy only has 2,000. And unless this perk machine is like $3,000, then this guy just has a lot more money than his friend. I don't know. Since it's only level 8, they can't really have that big of a money difference. I would imagine that it's only around like $2,000, $2,500. So yeah, we don't know if this will be some kind of weird thing or if this will be sleight of hand. This guy never really reloads his gun, and I was really hoping for him to do so. This way I could see it, but at no point does he do it. And yeah, that's kind of one of the last thing with the perks. And we'll get into these symbols really quickly. If you guys notice, this kind of looks like an assault drone. And there'll be a frame coming up soon where I will be able to get into more of that thing. So yeah, let's keep on continuing. Nothing really showing here. The only thing here is that there is this electrical zombie. I don't know if there'll be special zombies in this game, or whether or not that's just some kind of cosmetic thing where it's just like a normal guy. So it could be when they hit you, they stun you or something, which kind of suck. Or it could be that then maybe they launch out electricity at you. I don't know. They never really showed an attacking sequence with this guy. For the most part, it's always just panoramic shots and stuff. But yeah, that's the whole thing with the zombie. Okay, so this is the thing I want to show you. In the previous thing that we were all playing before, the whole active survival and all that stuff in the very beginning when the game first launched, these things would fall down and drop perks for you and that kind of stuff. But in this game, we've already seen that there's already kind of a perk machine. So yeah, I'm going to have to assume that this thing probably drops kill streak for us. And if you guys remember back here, here's a little symbol of an assault drone. So I'm going to assume that, a little bit too far, that this right here, maybe randomly through the map, maybe periodically, we don't know what will trigger it, but kill streaks will drop for us, and that's how we'll earn those things. So that could be pretty cool. It might be earned through challenges like it was before, or it could be earned once again just through randomness, maybe some kind of perk. Maybe you buy like, oh, buy a care package or random thing, and then it just falls from the sky like support on the way or something. But yeah, and here's just a random panoramic shot of the guys we're gonna be playing as, all the people and whatnot. Nothing really truly special there. And yeah, here's one thing that I did want to point out to you guys. Here's the second scene where we actually do see a HUD. Once again, we get to see the player card of a different person, so that is how they're going to show us with the security ID badge. That's who we're going to be playing as. As you can see, there's grenades here, numbers and stuff. But one thing that I want to point out for you guys is there's nothing here. It's just completely empty. And if we go back to our previous shot of our character with the HUD, ooh, where was that at? Oh, I can't find it now. Oh, right here. If you guys, dang it, keep overshooting. If you guys notice here, he has an exo little symbol there, and he's able to jump around and whatnot. So this leads me to believe that perhaps exosuits are earned or bought or something along those lines, and that it's not something that it would defaultly have, because this guy, it says exo here, and we're able to see him boost, whereas this guy here on the computer screen, where is he, does not have a symbol here at all that says EXO. So yeah, you probably have to buy it, or maybe only certain characters have it. I'm not too sure. I would assume that in this kind of map, everyone could eventually get it, so I'm going to have to assume that it's something that you have to buy for. And yeah, another little assumption there. Let's go and keep on moving on. So once again, here's the third HUD that we're able to see. Once again, just another confirmation of what the HUD will look like. And here's the little thing where it says EXO. Go back a little bit here. There's nothing there, just completely empty. This person here has an entire thing on EXO. And if we were to notice here, if she turns right, oh, here we go. We're able to actually see there's a sentry gun here as the little node. So I'm assuming that once again, those packages would fall down and then it would let us know where they are with a little symbol of what they are. So that's going to be pretty cool. We also see that not only do we get frag grenades, but we get what I would assume is a tracking drone, or maybe it's some kind of explosive drone. I'm not too sure. I know in multiplayer that is a tracking drone, but I wouldn't know how that would be really helpful in zombies. So I'm going to assume that maybe you rigged it to be explosive or something. Maybe it's a monkey bomb. Maybe you shoot it out there because in multiplayer it flashes lights and stuff. So maybe you throw it and then they're like, oh, look at the flashing lights. And then they all chase it or something. That would be my assumption, because I can't really find another use for a random tracking drone. So yeah, let's keep scrolling through here. Ooh, I overshot a little bit here. And if you guys notice, this is actually one of the next scenes that I really wanted to show you. As we can see, there's a sentry gun here, and there's also an assault drone. And over to the side, there's a gun on the wall back there. Let's see, we'll come into frame a little bit better. Just a little bit. Oh, see, flash there. It's a little bit clearer there, but yeah, that's a gun on the wall. So I'm going to assume that we don't get it through a box. We're not going to get it through the traditional means previously, through the exo survival thing. I'm going to assume that when we're doing the zombie survival, zombie exo survival, whatever they're going to call it this time, is we buy guns off the wall, we buy the doors, and the perks. There'll be a perk machine, as we kind of already seen previously, and we'll get random kill streaks through the ground, because there's this here. Once again, I have no idea what this is in the center. This kind of roundly pops up. I'm not too sure if it's an item she's holding, like it's related to an Easter egg thing, or if it's just like a... Maybe you have to build things, somewhat like you did in the previous zombies. You have to build the power machine. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. And once again, she does not have any little symbol here for an exosuit. And previously, we have seen her have one. Do believe it. Where was that one? I apologize. Here, she has an exo, and here she does not. So I'm going to assume that you have to buy those things. Anyways, let's kind of keep going forwards a little bit here. Oh, here she is again. Once again, it says the little exo thing, and sir, it's the same chick, and she's able to boost and everything. So I'm going to once again assume that you have to buy the exo machine. Same stuff here. She's able to fly around, all the kind of good stuff. And it looks like she actually does have the kill streaks on her. She's actually has the ability to call in the sentry gun right now, as we can see from the little symbol here. I guess she's also hanging on to an assault drone, so I guess she picked it up probably out in this courtyard. There is a symbol here over to the left. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. There is no other player playing with her because there's no character over here, so I'm going to have to assume maybe it has something to do with the power, or maybe it has something to do with the kill streaks that we get. Maybe we go over there and we call it in radio and then we get the kill streaks. I'm not too sure. Once again, this is kind of assumptions. And yeah, if you guys notice, coming up in a couple frames soon... Oh, right there. Just barely missed it. Ah, right there. If you guys notice, this is kind of a tip and assault gun. And if you guys remember at the very beginning, I said through the glass we were able to see what looks like a gun that you're able to buy off the wall. Look, there it is. There's the little gun that we were able to buy off the wall because she's standing on the bus right now from the beginning. And yeah, that kind of confirms what I was talking about earlier. And the rest of this is just like cinematic shot and whatnot. Here's the last little bit, just in case any of you guys wanted to see anything about this whole thing. Here's the other two characters they're able to see. There's another little symbol here, and I wanted to point this out. This is holding it, or the position of where it is like he's calling in a sentry gun, if you guys remember. But that's not a sentry gun or anything like that. I don't know what kill streak that is. It's some weird bloody thing. I don't know if it's some kind of special weapon, an Easter egg, or something else along those lines. But it's something unique. It's in the same position that we've seen before for all the other kill streaks, for the assault drone and for the sentry gun when they were able to call it in. But this person does not have that at all. It's just a weird blurred out symbol that we don't know what it is. And once again, there's no exo thing here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing really else that I got for you for the whole zombies thing. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you guys thought about this style. Do you like this style more? Or if you guys have watched my previous videos, do you guys like the way I've edited it before? Me personally kind of like this one because I get to kind of skip around and really talk about it instead of trying to do some weird talking now and then editing later. I think this is cooler. But yeah, gonna end the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Monkey Jing. So really again. Peace.